Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto on Friday, October the 6th. Welcome to our video commentary. Today we're going to talk about gun control. We're having a debate, as always. Every time we have one of these mass shootings, there's a debate, and a lot of people are calling for change or gun laws and all of that. So you have this classic debate between people like me, for example, who don't think that gun laws will reduce crime, and people who say that we shouldn't sell guns. So it becomes this debate that we have, unfortunately, every time we have one of these massacres, and it just goes on, and then it stops, and then everybody forgets about it, and then we come back tragically when there's another massacre. And I would like to see the country actually have a debate about the Second Amendment. So what I'm proposing today, I have a post that I'm working on whereby we turn the election of 2020 into a referendum on the Second Amendment. And we have, let's say, the Republican Party, the candidate of the Republican Party, let's assume it's President Trump. He will be representing the people like me who believe that the Second Amendment is vital to our freedoms and vital to our safety. And then you can have a Democrat candidate, whoever it may be, who believes that the Second Amendment should be abolished. Both sides should present their case. We should have debates. And at the end of the election, we'll have a pretty good idea of whether or not the country believes that the Second Amendment should be abolished, or the country believes that there are other factors when it comes to these massacres, such as mental health, obviously terrorism in some cases. But I really do think the country needs to have this debate. You know, we've been arguing with each other a great deal. One side says, well, we shouldn't sell guns. The other side says, well, we should. I happen to be of the opinion that there's very little that could have been done. Very little. There's no gun law that would have stopped the massacre in Vegas or some of the others, particularly where mental health is an issue. I think there's that in itself is a fair topic. I think there ought to be better information regarding the mental health of people who are buying guns and all of that. I'm all for that, and I think most supporters of the Second Amendment are also for that. But I believe very strongly that we need to have this debate, and I hope that we do. So I hope that the Democrats nominate a candidate for president in 2020 who believes that the Second Amendment should be abolished, and let's have the debate. Let's see what happens. Let's see what side wins. Obviously, technically, you're not going to eliminate the Second Amendment because of a referendum or because of an election. It would take an amendment to the U.S. Constitution, and we know that's a complicated matter. The Congress has to pass it, the president has to sign it, and it has to go to the 50 states for ratification. But I think that if there was a definition one way or the other based on the election, that we could at least establish where the country stands with respect to the Second Amendment. And I'm all for it. I wish we had such a referendum, or at least an informal referendum that we can have through the presidential election. So I'm all for that. I'm all for that. And I hope the Democrats are willing to do the same thing. I don't expect it, because I think Democrats understand that it would be a political disaster, especially in all of those rural counties in the country, to oppose the Second Amendment. But anyway, I think we should have the debate. If Democrats feel that the Second Amendment is unnecessary, outdated, and should be eliminated, great. Let's have a debate. Let's have a debate, because I think the country needs it. I think the country needs it after all of the back and forth that we always go through every time we have one of these unfortunate mass shootings. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. We have all of these video commentaries over at YouTube. We also have them in my blog, and we also put them on Twitter. Have a weekend, everybody. Go Rangers, but they're not playing, so I'm just saying that for the fun of it. I guess they're not going to be playing until next spring. Talk to you later. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.